Hey guys, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. In today's video, I'm going to go through a daily and weekly checklist of things to do in the game. Now, keep in mind, I myself do not do all of these things all the time. There's some simple ones that I have accidentally missed before that I don't really want to miss again. And the main thing is having fun. So some of these things are a bit tedious. So if you don't enjoy it like me, then don't feel forced into doing it because having fun is the main thing. So we'll kick it off with dailies and I'm going to go through them in my priority of what I want to get done as my top priority based on what it gives and, you know, the time and effort it takes. So the first thing we're going to go through is going to be obviously your daily missions. The value for daily missions, they take absolutely no time, but they give you a ton of experience and they give you gems. I just don't see anything else as being a higher priority. If there's only one thing I can do in the day, it's this one. Also with this one, you have a daily mission, which is always a quest that takes like 2 minutes to do. I normally just do this one, even if I get the others done, because it normally gives about 5,000 credits, which isn't crazy, but it's a quick and easy thing to do for some extra credits. So that one I do always do anyway, but you don't have to. If you complete it through doing the other things, it doesn't matter. But daily training, definitely number one priority. Number two priority for me is going to be Trailblaze Power. To be honest, these two fall similarly, but this one can take longer, but you can always AFK this one. So burning your Trailblaze Power, depending on what you want to burn it on. I did a whole video talking about it. In general, for a lot of people, it's going to be between farming some of the trace materials or farming, you know, some 5-star equipment. Don't farm 4-star is the basic gist. But yes, the first two things I like to make sure I 100% do are my dailies and also my stamina. Now, I'd love it if they increase the stamina cap to a point where you only had to log in and do this once per day. Unfortunately, I don't. It's a bit triggering, but hey, it is what it is. Next up is going to be Battle Pass missions, mainly because once you've done your stamina and you've done your daily activity, you've pretty much got this covered. The only last one is dispatch assignments. Now, this one I do sometimes miss, so I make it a purpose to come into here and try and notice the ticks, because the dispatch missions, like, you want to do those daily anyway, but they're over here and it's just sometimes it doesn't pop into my view. So some days I do forget these, but in general, just come over here, pop these. It gives you completion towards your battle pass, but it also gives you obviously the rewards that they get from the assignment themselves. Next up is going to be your daily puzzles. Now, when you unlock some of these puzzle things, for instance, there's one up here in Cloudford. The Divination Commission has one around here as well. And there's one other that I believe falls around this location here, which once you unlock those puzzles every day for like 4 to 5 days, they will refresh and you can go ahead and do them again and get a bunch of rewards. Plus, you can always just come back here because sometimes you get a random puzzle pop up in different locations. So just come back here, check your map quickly for a puzzle, and that's about it. Earlier on in the game, you have like the minecart one and also the box shifting one as well, which you can go ahead and do over in Eurilo 6. But doing your daily puzzles, just get them, get some nice rewards. Also, while you're progressing and you are getting those, it's really nice to help you clear out the shops for the regions as well. Then after that, we have the daily check-in. Now, I only ever do this on one account. I'm running 3 accounts. Yes, I have a third account that I haven't told you guys about. I'm sad. But I just logged into my other account now to check this, and you can do makeup ones, but you can only do 1 makeup a day. As you can see, I got like 2 makeup cards. I don't know exactly how the makeup works, but in general, if you're only running 1 account, this one's really easy to do. I just keep it tagged on as one of my favorites, jump in daily and do it. But like I said, I only ever do it on 1 account because I can't be bothered logging out and logging in. That's just too tedious for me. But yeah, do your daily check-ins. I'll leave a link to this in the description if you missed it somehow. And you just leave it as a favorite, jump into it every day and get some goodies. It's not crazy, but it's nice to have. And the final thing for dailies, this is one if you're a real sweaty, really want to min-max everything, you can do a daily farming route where you go through and kill every enemy in the world to get the extra credits, experience for your characters, and all those extra resources that it brings. Me personally, I do not do this. This would make me really stop enjoying the game, I feel. Sometimes when I'm just feeling it, I'll run around and clear a few enemies, but doing this every day, the full thing, is just too tedious for me in the rewards that it gives. And it just makes me not have fun. So if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but it will give you extra rewards if you're a real min-maxer. And I know some people just actually enjoy this type of thing because they feel like they are really maxing out the potential of their account. So if you enjoy it, do it. If you don't, I don't think it's going to destroy your account by not doing it. But I'll leave a link to this in the description. They go through the path that you want to take just to go ahead and get all the rewards possible. Then we move on into the weeklies, and the first weekly being getting your simulated universe points score done. Now keep in mind, as you go up, people have asked me this before, why are your rewards different? As you go up in Trailblazer level, you will get increased rewards that you can obtain through here. So just do your weeklies, get your weekly points there. Now, something on top of that while we're here that you can do, it's kind of like the daily farming route that you can do, but you don't have to. You can actually farm these. So these extra drops here, which give you all these resources, but also give you some credits and some gear upgrade or relic upgrade materials. You can do this up to 100 times per week, meaning you can kill 100 elites / bosses. So one full run through would give you 3 of those, counting towards your 100. But 100 times per week, you can get these additional rewards. So if you really want to, you can run through. You don't use your stamina to try and get planners. You're literally just doing it to kill bosses to get these things. Now, once again, I don't do that. If I'm enjoying Simulated Universe, like I've been testing a lot of things, so I've been doing a lot of runs anyway, but this is another one of those things, kind of like the daily farming route, where I feel like it might lead me to not enjoying the game as much. If it was more autoable, being like you didn't have to walk to every enemy and stuff like that, maybe, but for me in general, this is a bit too tedious, but it is some pretty decent rewards you can get if, once again, you enjoy that real min-maxi type lifestyle. Next up for weeklies is going to be the Echoes of War. Now, I've mentioned this in a fair few videos before, but in general, I try and leave these till the end of the week if you think you might level up, because if you level up to a new equilibrium level, it will increase the drops that you get from here. So I always like doing it on the last day, or once I realize there's no chance of me reaching a higher equilibrium level, that's when I go for it. As for which one to farm, look at what you want to upgrade on your characters in their traces and go for those ones. Sometimes you may have like 4 characters that you really want to upgrade first that have 1. Then in that case, it's not too bad to farm a couple extra of that one, but just sort of spread it out. Look at what you need before you jump in here, because you don't want to farm 3 on, say, this one, and then you need this item for the trace upgrades you actually want. But that, and leave it till the end of the week in case you level up. And the final thing for weeklies to cap it off is the weekly missions for your battle pass. Now, this is another one that I missed. As you can see here on this account, I've actually missed the Stagnant Shadow. So I didn't even realize I've missed this. But the other one that I always miss, and I did at the start of the week this time, is synthesize 10 consumables. So these are pretty good XP towards it. Always check here, especially towards the end. But that is the last one. So that pretty much covers everything daily, weekly. If you guys have anything else that I did miss, please leave it in the comments. And if there is anything extra, I will leave a pinned comment with everything else. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.